Understanding Final and Binding, a guide to legal English. Hello, everyone. Today, we're diving into a very interesting pair of words often used in legal contexts: final and binding. These words are crucial in understanding many legal documents, agreements, and decisions. So, whether you're learning English for professional reasons or just out of curiosity, this video will help clarify what final and binding really means. Let's get started. First, let's look at each word separately. Final refers to something that has no further levels or steps to follow. It's the last in a series, the end point. In legal terms, a final decision is one that cannot be altered or revisited by the same body or authority that made it. On the other hand, binding means that it has to be followed or obeyed. A binding agreement or decision is one that is legally enforceable. If something is binding, it means that the parties involved are legally obligated to respect and adhere to the terms or decisions. The phrase, final and binding, is often used in legal contexts, such as in contracts, arbitration decisions, and court judgments. When a document or decision is described as final and binding, it means two things. 1. Final. There is no further appeal or alteration possible within the same process. 2. Binding. The decision or agreement must be followed and is enforceable by law. For example, in an arbitration agreement, the arbitrator's decision is often final and binding. This means that once the arbitrator makes a decision, the parties cannot dispute it further in the same arbitration process, and they must comply with that decision. Understanding the implications of a final and binding decision is crucial. It means 1. No further appeals. Parties cannot appeal the decision in the same forum or process. 2. Legal obligation. Parties are legally required to follow the decision or terms. 3. Enforcement. If a party does not comply, the other party can seek enforcement through legal means. It's important to note that while a decision is final and binding within its own process, there might be other legal routes to challenge it, like going to a higher court or another authority. And that wraps up our exploration of the phrase, final and binding. Remember, these words carry significant weight in legal contexts, indicating the end of a process and the enforceability of a decision or agreement. I hope this video has been informative and helpful in understanding this important legal concept. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next English language learning adventure.